Good morning everybody, and I hope everyone is well. Well, welcome to Moon Moth and welcome to Papillon. We're in the northern area. It has been a little bit sort of hit and miss with me at the moment because COVID has a few stings in the tail for you. You think you've got by it and you have a couple of great weeks and then it comes right back and whacks you. But hey, we're getting there slowly but surely. So I've brought you into this forest today. It's absolutely beautiful with the light. We've had quite a lot of really beautiful weather. It's very windy, but it's just been very beautiful. It's still quite cool here. It's 13 degrees, which is about 56 Fahrenheit. So it looks a lot warmer than it is. So today we've got one or two things that I want to bring as a little gift for the family, and we've got the usual snacks and things like that as well, and also want to have a little conversation about the Aurora. Okay, let's go and give them these gifts first. Well, this one is new, and I don't know what you think, but I do not believe that has fallen by accident. So, what do you think, folks? It's not very big. Each stick, each limb that crosses over is about 4 foot long. I'm just going to show you what else is around. Try not to drop the camera. I've got the camera on the tripod, so this is right beside it. So you've got that, but look at that, right beside it. I find that quite interesting. Let's just have a nose while we're here. Drawn to this here. I'm not quite sure whether it's just self-seeded. I thought there might be something in this. Beautiful the way the light shines through here. So there are 2 such linas here, none of which belong, propped up again in the usual way. But we look at this from this side. Two more linas. Something about this feels elemental to me. I'm just asking permission that I may be here, if there are any elementals around. Very much a sense of, yes, okay. Again. Alright, let's get back to the main plan, if I can get myself out of this little gathering of sticks. let's just have a clear up from stuff I've left a couple of weeks ago. I usually forget to film this bit. I just usually stuff it in the bag and off I go. Don't like to leave plastic. I've just picked up remains of somebody who's had a blue plastic balloon. And it always worries me, those, in case animals get them caught in their throat. Well, what do you think of this? You have a look, see what you think. So some cakes. Remember I left some little buns. That's full of water. It needs to go back. So they've obviously had those. Let's have a little look around. Apples appear to have gone, which is expected, I suppose. I'll have to get my knife and cut those down. And then here, the lid from the peanut butter. And if that isn't a trail of bags, I don't know what is. Look at that, all in a line, heading in that direction. Anything? Oh, there's part of a red bag there. You might be able to see it. See if I can focus in on that. There. Don't see the remains of anything else. So I don't see, looking around me, I don't see the remains of anything else. So the peanut butter jar has unscrewed the lid off itself and walked off. But these, it's full of water. Oh, it's a clean line if ever there was. Clean line through there. This is, it's got little animal holes. I think, oh, they're not animal holes. That's huge. But look at this, another clean sort of cut down the middle. Another clean. You need a sharp nail to do that. Not saying that an animal couldn't do it, they could. And then somehow the stuff could just magic its way out without any kind of cut or hole, like this bag. There's no holes in it. That's strange, isn't it? But all the stuff has gone. You might need fingers for that, folks. So we'll pick that up. Cones on stumps. If you go out and have a look in your area, if you're looking for Bigfoot where you are, just have a look around and see if you see this cones on stumps. I don't know if there's something in it. So I'm just going to have a little look, a brief look around. I don't see anything else. I don't see even any of the paper. Probably eaten the paper from the little cupcakes. Don't see anything lying around. That's quite deep. That's nearly as deep as my hand. Can you see the clear toe marks here? It's not massively big. That's my hand. It's not massively big. I put my foot beside it. Strange, isn't it? Just the one again. That's what I do find odd, is when you just find one. That could be another mark there, it's not very clear. Oh well. Come over this side a bit. Isn't the light fantastic? Light and the shadow. We need lots and lots of days like this with blue sky. We do. It's a reward for getting through our miserable winters. You can tell I'm a fair weather person. I don't do rain and wind. Don't like it. Isn't that wonderful? Where the trees have come down, they've pulled the fencing down. That is quite something, isn't it, when you look at that? It's not massive, it's the same height as me. It's a definite structure. Definite structure. So all the time that we're here and we're talking, there's very, very definite cracking in this direction. but it is a windy day, so I best pick up all this plastic and let's move along. Okay, so I've brought some really lovely apples. There's some more on this side, and then we've got some nuts, some beautiful, really fresh apricot. There's some strawberry sherbet licorice dips, walnuts, and then on the other side here we've got some Brazil nut halves, and then we've got these sort of dark chocolate and oats and raisins and honey natural bars, they're called. I've got the incense sticks, you can see those. They're all on a little stump. Peanut butter. So that's what I've done there. So I have just planted all of the lily bulbs, beautiful lily bulbs. They may not do their best this year, but they'll certainly start multiplying and they'll come up next year. And then there are these gorgeous little flowers here. The yellow, they're like a viola, the yellow and the purple, and there's two of those, and then there's two of the fuchsias. They have got a sort of a bulb on them, ready to drop a flower. That one has. This one is not so sort of sure at the moment. It's got one or two, but it'll probably take a little bit of time for that. I think that's more pinky anyways. This is in particular for a Fenian and for her daughter Marima, who has been amazing. She has been doing a lot of healing with me. Marima is 41. She's quite quiet, retiring, shy type, but this is an unbelievable skill she has, and I'm very grateful for what she has done with the healing for me. It has been fantastic. So really for the females within the group, Yabadcab, McCune, the Sub, Floria, Fabersequoia, all the females, but in particular it's a little place they can go and hopefully enjoy the colour of the blossom on these flowers. So that's our little gift to them, with a very grateful thanks. So what I wanted to talk to you about today was the Aurora Borealis. We have been able to see that in this country a lot this year. It's something that I have grown up with. We have always been able to see it. It is a gift. It is a gift. It's not something you just happen to look out the curtains and see. It comes when it comes, as it were. So the Aurora Borealis is the Northern Hemisphere version, and for those of you who live in Australia, it would be the Aurora Australis, which is quite visible from sort of the Melbourne coast, Great Ocean Road, right along the bottom there to South Australia, and right along to sort of Esperance and Albany in the south of WA, and certainly Tasmania gets a good showing. So what is it all about? The Southern Hemisphere one, the Australis, and then the Northern Hemisphere one that we get. So we see it, it's very visible in Norway, Iceland, Finland, Sweden. We certainly get it in the UK, the northern half of the UK more so, Scotland and northern England. It has been seen as far as the south coast of England in Cornwall, but that is extremely rare, whereas it's quite common for us to see it. So the Northern Lights, and I'm going to show you some visuals of what they look like while I tell you about it. So they are really about solar flares and geomagnetic activity. So this year has been very active. There have been a lot of solar flares, and they emit sort of huge clouds come off the sun of electrically charged particles, and there's mainly two primary gases, which is oxygen and nitrogen, which throw out two different colours. So oxygen ones is mainly the green colour, and any pinky purples and blues are from nitrogen. They can also affect other planets. Now in particular, other planets that do have Aurorae, to give it its plural name, are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So we're not the only planet that benefits from them. And when I say benefits, they do have benefits. So we get various websites that show us, we got Aurora Watch websites, so we know when it's going to be here, and they will do a watch on the magnetic field. Once that magnetic field flips, we get the lights. So regarding the family and the people, now April is usually the sort of the last that we will see the Northern Lights until sort of end of September, October-ish. We might get showing, but not often in the summer months. So April for the people is a very important time. It's like a new year period for them. So I asked a Fenian, were the Northern Lights significant for the people, for the Xanue people? And she said yes, they can be. They can use them, and they do find them very significant. So how she described it was, she showed me, I mean, you wouldn't believe the things that they show you, the imagery that they show you, so you can be absolutely clear and not be confused with any ideas that they're giving you. She showed me a demagnetizer. I have a demagnetizer, small little thing that I've only used about twice. And she showed me this demagnetizer. And when we sunbathe, we get a suntan. Now imagine bathing your body in the Northern Lights. They are super sensitive, the family, to magnetics. I believe they have their own magnetic field within their body, and this replenishes. It's like cleansing, so it's like demagnetizing themselves of their old magnetic field that they've had for the past few months or however long, and here they are restoring it from the fresh magnetism provided by the Aurora Borealis. I'm sure they can get it from other supplies as well, but this is one of the natural sources. It's like a full recharge, and it really helps their bodies and their system. It's cleansing. It's a cleansing. So I wonder whether having such a large display that we have had throughout April was end of March through April was very significant with the Aurora for us here, and I just wonder whether that is a deliberate thing for them, for the cleansing, for the end of one year and starting of their new year. I wonder what you think on that. And most of these, bar for a couple, most of these photographs and images you are seeing are from the UK Aurora Borealis. You can't predict what time it comes out. We know it's going to be there. Sometimes they say, best time might be 4 AM, and you could go out at 4 AM and it be completely cloudy and you'll see nothing. Now I happen to be going down to Manchester, which is a decent drive, and I had to come back up to Glasgow, and on my way up to Glasgow I looked across to the west coast, and I was about probably 40 minutes off Glasgow City, and you can see off the motorway, the main motorway, you can see the dark skies area before you head into Glasgow, and there was just a break in the clouds, quite literally a break in the clouds. So where I was cloudy, but in the distance across to the west it was clear, and it was just like a wavy curtain of green light flashing through the sky, actually rippling through the sky, there for a few seconds, then gone. It's magical, very magical. Now, as I'm saying this to you, I can hear a Fenian saying, it is a super magical time for us too. So I believe this goes right back through folklore, histories of folklore, where the Northern Europeans have certainly made very good use and appreciation of the Northern Lights. Obviously it's not necessary for all Xanue people. She's saying it's just a resource that we can tap into if we wish, because I'm thinking of people in Central Europe, and there are Xanue there. There are over central southern Russia into Indian subcontinent, the Starnies as we'd call them all, and heading westward toward America. They will never see the Northern Lights in the middle band there. I'm guessing you will in the northern part of Canada and Alaska. It's quite interesting. It's just a resource that if it's there they can tap into. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this today. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's really lovely, the light. But it was because we were on the subject last week of magnetism and portals, and I thought this must be connected. And a Fenian has very kindly assisted, as ever. So, that's us for this week. Thank you very much, folks. Stay safe, and I hope you all stay well. Take care, my friends. Bye.